Okay, here's everything you need to know about the core story of Roman epic Aeneid. Like seriously, all the major plot points, character arcs, and themes. It's all in here. So, when the mighty city of Troy fell to the Greeks, its walls burned and its people scattered. One man was chosen by fate to carry its legacy forward. His name was Aeneas, a Trojan prince, son of the mortal Anchises and the goddess Venus. As the city crumbled around him, Aeneas gathered the survivors, lifted his aged father onto his shoulders, took his young son Ascanius by the hand, and fled into the night, leaving behind his wife Creusa, who perished in the chaos. Now, Aeneas didn't flee aimlessly. He had been given a divine mission to journey west and found a new city in Italy, one that would become the seed of a mighty empire, Rome. But the gods would not make it easy. See, the goddess Juno hated the Trojans. She had 3 reasons to despise them: the judgment of Paris, which had insulted her beauty; the prophecy that Troy's descendants would destroy her beloved Carthage; and the Trojan boy Ganymede, who had replaced her daughter as cupbearer to Jupiter. To thwart Aeneas, Juno summoned a storm that scattered his fleet. Many were lost, but Aeneas and a few companions washed ashore in Carthage, a thriving city ruled by Queen Dido, herself an exile from Phoenicia. With the help of Venus, Dido welcomed Aeneas warmly, and soon the two fell into a passionate love. But Aeneas's destiny was not to stay. The gods reminded him of his mission, and though torn by emotion, he chose duty over desire. Dido, betrayed and heartbroken, built a funeral pyre and took her own life, cursing Aeneas and his descendants with her dying breath. Aeneas continued his journey, facing trials at every turn. He visited Sicily, where he held funeral games to honor his father Anchises, who had died along the way. In Cumae, he met the Sibyl, a prophetess who guided him into the underworld. There, Aeneas encountered the shades of fallen comrades, enemies, and his father. Anchises revealed a vision of Rome's future, a glorious empire of peace and power, ruled by noble descendants like Romulus, Caesar, and Augustus. Aeneas emerged from the underworld renewed, ready to fulfill his fate. He finally reached Latium in central Italy, where King Latinus welcomed him and offered his daughter Lavinia in marriage. But this sparked fury in Turnus, a local prince who had hoped to marry Lavinia himself. Fueled by Juno's rage, Turnus rallied the Rutulians and other tribes against the Trojans. Aeneas forged alliances with local leaders, including Ivan, whose son Pallas became a close companion. As war erupted, Aeneas received divine armor crafted by Vulcan, including a shield that depicted the future glory of Rome. In battle, tragedy struck. Turnus killed Pallas, and Aeneas was consumed by grief and guilt. The war raged until the final duel between Aeneas and Turnus. Turnus fought bravely, but was defeated. As he begged for mercy, Aeneas saw Pallas's belt on Turnus's body and, overcome with rage, killed him, ending the war. And so the Trojans claimed their place in the team. Aeneas married Lavinia, and his son Ascanius would go on to found Alba, the city from which Romulus would one day rise to power. The Aeneid is not just a tale of adventure, it's a story of duty over desire, of sacrifice for destiny, and of warring people engage a vision to shape the future of the world.